Hello everyone, I am Manuel, and I wanted to talk about this topic that is very interesting. Its popularity is rising very well, and it's called Street Cat Wiki, or Hello Street Cat, whatever you call it. It's basically a camera where you see some cats eating, and there is an app that you can donate to these cats and feed them kibbles or treats, I don't know, but it's pretty awesome. It even has a wiki because there are a lot of memes on this type of thing. And there's a site called Meow Camera where you can see those cats eating. So we are going to see some cats. Most of the cats are in like the Happy Canteen, Auspicious Restaurant, Lucky 7-Eleven, Baldy Carrot, the cat's protector, and that's it, I think. Okay, we're going to talk about, so we got Mr. Fresh. Mr. Fresh is pretty popular in his memes. So, he's not called Mr. Fresh. Each cat is like Mr. or Mrs. type of cat. It's called Mr. Fresh because he always eats his food fresh. Now we got Mrs. Kibble. It's kind of obvious because Miss Kibble only eats kibbles. Okay, a very funny one is Mr. Excavator. You already know what he does, right? By his name, Excavator. He just takes a chunk of the food. It's funny. Okay, then we got the gluttonous beast. I'm going on the wiki 1 second. The gluttonous beast, also called Mr. Collar or Mr. Speed, is an orange and white tickled baby. Was this thing trained as pure hunger due to being observed eating kibbles with an average of 2 to 3 munches per second, averaging to 150 munches per minute. Damn! Bro, are you crazy? Okay, so he eats very fast. So I'm gonna look up on YouTube. Oh my, is that 25 fucking minutes? I think he is pretty hungry. Okay, let's see another cat. Oh yeah. So I think, okay, yeah, I found it. So there's a cat called Mr. Piss. Okay, so it's basically Mr. Piss is named like that because one time in around February he was eating like his food until he was full and pissed on the camera. I think that's a pretty naughty behavior for a cat. Now, who ate that shit? I really wanna know. Oh yeah, there's a cat called John. I'm trying to find him. John. That's a pretty silly name, but he has like a very silly face with like he looks like a godfather, I think that's what he looks like. Then we got Mr. Bald. That's a pretty silly name because when you look at him, it looks bald. Okay, next cat is Mr. Burnt Toast. Damn. Let me see. Okay, Mr. Burnt Toast is a goofy cat, giving the viewers at home a silly stare at the camera. He's also quite a hungry cat, as he can be eating food for a really long time, usually between 10 to 15 minutes. This guy is a beast. In my opinion, he's called Mr. Burnt Toast because he legit looks like burnt toast. This video, 6 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. So if you are hearing this, you're at the 6 minutes mark. Alright, I'm just gonna go through some cats and then we will see. Okay, so we got Brother Valentine, Dr. Smudge, Goobert, Little Mrs. Scallywag, Little Scraggly Guy, Mr. Airplane, Miss Angel, Mr. Anxiety, Mr. Bean, Mr. Beef, Mr. Beetle, Mrs. Burnt, Mr. Butter, Mrs. Camel, Mrs. Carpet, Miss Charlie, Miss Jess, Mr. Chicken, Miss Chunky, Mr. Cold Cucumber, Mr. Cream, Mr. Croissant, Mr. Crumb, Mr. Crunch, Mr. Doom, Mr. Dot, Mr. Egg, Mr. Fat, Mr. Fluff, Mr. Gentleman, Mr. Hello, Miss Honk, Miss Insatiable, Miss Inception, what? Miss Highland, Mr. Janitor, Mr. John Dad, oh, what the fuck? Miss John Dice, okay. Miss Kibble, oh yeah, I already explained that. Mrs. Kirby, which basically beats the shit out of every cat. Miss Lag, bro, this cat is so absurdly funny because each time Miss Lag comes to eat food, he like malfunctions the whole thing. Like the stream starts to lag, the lights going out, I think. Miss Lou, Mr. Lung, Mr. Midnight, no, Miss Midnight. Mr. Minor, Mr. Monochrome, Mr. Nervous, Mr. Normal, Mr. One. Oh fuck. Miss Paint, Mr. Patch, Mr. Plump, Miss Pretty, Miss Princess, Miss Puke. I don't wanna know why his name is like that. I think I know. Mr. Rev, Mr. Ribbon, Mr. Rust, no, Miss Rust. Miss Sad, Miss Sleepy, Mr. Sniffles, Mr. Snob, Mr. Spot, Mr. Turkey, Mr. Boyd, Mr. Raff. I think that's the cats. We just wanted to rush something. Now, people legit made a complete iceberg of this. Alright, I was editing the video and I forgot to talk about Mount Kibble, which Mount Kibble was like in the camera. You could see only kibbles, but cats ate enough kibbles, so we could see the camera again because it was covered by so many kibbles. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. I think I'm going to end it all here. So, before ending everything, I just want to make sure that you listen to me. Okay, I start gaining popularity on TikTok. So, those who come from YouTube must go on TikTok and type manual_dripping, and that's my account, because I made a video about number visualizer 2020, and it's pretty famous. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and like the video, because yes. So I am going to leave, and I just woke up, so let me like brush my teeth or something like that, and like work on other things that I'm busy on. So bye, I guess. See y'all later.